machine. Scalping seconds, slicing fast. Ride the wave, don't let it pass. Green and red, they set the tone. Win or lose, I'm in the zone. Trade the dots, connect the line. Profits calling, it's my time. Precision moves, sharp and clean. Living life on this money machine. Every tick's a heartbeat loud. High stakes play, I'm feeling proud. Risk and thrill, it's all the same. One more trade to up my game. Pivots turn, I'm locked and sure. Cut the losses, keep it pure. Every trend, I see the clues. I'll ride the highs and dodge the blues. Trade the dots, connect the line. Profits calling, it's my time. Precision moves, sharp and clean. Living life on this money machine.
Hello, guys. Hello. I actually want to do this. I want to go over here. Hey, how are you guys? Good evening. Good morning, everybody. We are long gold right off the bat here on this particular trade. Just trading this dot. Let me see what my target is on this thing. My target is 67.20. So I got to make a lot of spread here. But good, clean trade. Good morning, good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are having a good. You like my song? You like my song? Yep. It's our little theme song. So relatively quiet night as usual. Gold will be the primary dominant trade today. We'll see if we can get gold. A big rally actually. Look at this, 48 to something like $30 rally. Essentially from 5 o'clock onward, against a pretty big decline in equities, kind of like just a sort of a straight down moves here. So equities are down bid, gold is up bid. Equities are rallying on a reversal. Gold kind of still remains relatively strongly bid. Good evening. Oh, you liked it up. You like that song? I'm glad you liked it. Who's new in the room with me here? Who's come hanging out? We're Wednesday night, our final night of Asia trade for the week. Just a little bit of a note for everybody who's going to be tuning in or watching me later. No trades next week because both Kathy and I are in Cyprus. We're at a show, so not much for us to do. Not much for us to be able to do over there because we're going to be on European time. So we're taking a week off. That's why you're not going to see any Asia trades next week, or U.S. trades for that matter. But hopefully you will have learned the trades yourself, be able to trade the dots yourself. I'm going to show you how to trade the dots on gold tonight because that's literally the best looking instrument for what we want to do. Let me see how everybody comes into the room. Hopefully everybody is ready. Let me see who's in here. Oh. Okay. Just started actually. It's 7:45. So we'll give everybody hi, Tom. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. How was your trading, guys, this afternoon? I had a horrible morning, as everybody knows. Probably the worst day I've traded in months. But then after I left you guys, of course, price action really, really improved, and I had a great day. I literally ran 8 for 8 on my trades for the rest of the day. So, hey, Joe, how are you? So, it's always Murphy's Law, right? When we're off camera, best trading ever. But camera or no camera, I'm going to share with you what I think the cleanest, easiest setups and let you guys take it from there. So the basic idea, let me go in here, use my little arrows. I like my arrows because they're just the easiest one to show. Step one, trend, right? Positive trend, right? Step two, momentum. Green dots are positive momentum. Red dots are negative momentum, right? And step three is what I call positive slope. When the dot is green, that means it's higher than the prior dot. So this dot is higher than this one. This dot is higher. This one. This dot is higher. This one. This dot is higher. This one. By higher, I mean the low of that candle is higher. And that creates very, very strong positive slope. Once you have those three things, there's 100 different ways you could kind of trade this. One way that I like tends to work very, very well is simply the white to green move, white dot to green move. So the white dot is basically lower low, higher low. So you very, very cleanly confirm that this is a move towards positive momentum. You have three things. You have trend, you have momentum, and you have positive slope. By the way, I was just thinking about this, that there are very, very few truly predictive variables in trading. Trading, for the most part, is really random and really, really hard to find any predictive value in. But the one variable that works across all time frames, all instruments, and this has been proven academically over and over and over again, which is why our scalping strategy works, is momentum. Things that are moving up tend to go up further. Things that are moving down tend to go down further. Not always, not consistently, but probabilistically. And that's the one key thing that you have at your side to help you trade. Having said this, of course, gold is now turning negative momentum and not working for me. So fine, no big deal. The important part I was going to say is that the trades that I really like are the white to green dots in the uptrend, and conversely the blue to red, or if we're in a downtrend, it would be white to red dots the other way. So what that shows you is that this is higher, this is lower, there's more momentum, this is higher, this is lower, there's more momentum. You can trade those really, really pretty well because it's the transition phase between moving up to moving down. This transition phase tends to give you the highest probability of success, right? And then you have continuation phase. So once it transitions from selling to buying, you have more buying, but eventually buying kind of dies out, and you never know where it's going. In this particular case, the buying really, really, works on a almost continuous basis. But in this case, it doesn't. So there you go. And it looks like we're kind of actually negative momentum on gold. Let's see what US 30 is doing here. Okay, so Jesus, just really nothing going on here. In US 30, what you're looking at over here is negative trend, negative momentum that now is kind of turning itself around. And NASDAQ, again, negative trend, negative momentum. This was the trade right over here. Right over here was the trade. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. Blue to red. Now we just have sort of continuity. But what I want to look for is that transition phase to find the good trades for us to make things work. Gold is just not working at all. Maybe we'll take the gold. We'll take gold both ways. Let's sell gold also. So both long gold and short gold. Let's see which one resolves, and then we'll deal with the loser in the next sequence. Oh, that's good, John. Good for you. How was your day, Joe? Was it okay? Oh, my nose is all stuffy again. So not much going on. Very, very quiet price action. But if you were trading this particular setup, what I call the white dot setup, right? And the other thing is to kind of what I like is no interruptions. It's got to be white, green, blue, red. So this is a winner. This is not a winner. If you're trading the counter trend, because remember you're already losing one aspect of your trifecta by going counter trend. So this one doesn't work, but this one does work. So it's 2-1. This one actually works. That's 3-1. This one works 4-1, 5-1, and nothing else. There's really nothing on the trade here. Looks like we got done on gold, which is good. And on the short side of the gold worked, and we're good. We're good to go on that. Now we're just going to try and see if we can find any good trade. This was a trade I kind of missed because this is a blue red sell 23. Did it go down now? It didn't even go down 10. Hasn't even gone down 10. Not a lot of continuity. But you know what? I'm going to just take a small, tiny little piece of this on the sell side because it's a pretty good. The reason why I'm taking this is pretty much the entry, and I'm a little bit above the entry. The trade is still legit. You don't have any. It's a downtrend, downward momentum. The blue red tells you it's going from higher to lower, which means negative slope. Markets look like they're still a little bit weak on the equity side, so maybe they test the lows here before they decide to do something with the market. With Nasdaq, it was a really, really clean trade here. Blue to red, really, really clean trade to the downside here. The white dot simply means that it's lower than the green dot. Lower than the prior green dot. So this is lower than this. 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 What you want is higher highs, and this is lower highs. So that's why it's white, not green. So when you go from white to green, that tells you, oh, markets are really rallying. They're ripping it. They haven't, they made a higher low. So you have a confirmation of both momentum and direction, directionality. So that's why it's so interesting and so valuable. But I wonder what's my target on this thing? 17. So I'm short 27. My target is 17 on US 30. It's my only trade here. What's gold doing with itself? Nothing. Just gold is still positive bid, but kind of negative, or positive trend, but negative momentum. So we're just waiting to see what happens here. Any news? Let's see what's in the news today. Let's go to TweetDeck. Let's see what the headlines are telling me. Huh. Nothing much. So news today, CPI was a little bit lower, but not really, really cold. It was just, contained, which is good news, but not great news. Um, Looks like they made a deal on the rare earths, which is the only thing that really matters. And that's it. It's on the calendar tomorrow, actually. Let's see what's on the calendar. What was my? I don't want to do this. Let's do my. Trying to go see if there's anything interesting on the calendar tomorrow, but not really. Just jobless claims, PPI. Now that's actually interesting. Remember, oil is really, really low. So there's like two ways to play. If PPI comes in strong, that's actually bad news, but it's expected to be weaker. If it comes in core really negative, that really that could really help the idea of interest rate cuts. So we'll see. Okay, so here's what I've been waiting for. Gold is positive trend. Now, first positive momentum, the first positive. But remember, this high or this low is way below this low. So that's why it's a white dot. And yeah, John says it's going to be trading it. Yeah, Tom, eventually the dots are going to come. I haven't released them even on the trading view. This is just my own version that I'm kind of sharing with you guys. So here we go. This is the setup that I like a lot because it's positive trend, positive momentum, and positive slope. So if the green dot stays in place, we have a decent chance here that gold holds its bid and we have a little bit of a rally here in gold. 21 seconds on the clock. We can go to here because we have the same counter over here. And we can choose gold over here as our trade. 9 seconds, dot still stays in place. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We buy the 65s. So we buy the 65.59s. 66.59 is my target. Okay, on gold. 66.59. Let's see what it wants to do. What just went down? Gold. Gold got done. Sorry, I wasn't looking. That was a nice, clean, perfect trade. Exactly like I was telling you. Trend, momentum, slope. That's it. My three ingredients for a successful trade, right? Who likes to cook? I'm a amateur cook when I want to be, but I'm one of those people that if I see a recipe with 25 ingredients, I know it sucks from the get go. The best recipes should have 5 ingredients or less, in my opinion, and the best trades should probably have just 3 ingredients or less. Simplicity always works. John says he loves to cook. What's your go-to dish? What's your go-to dish, John? What's everybody's go-to dish? Come on, it's Wednesday night. It's hump night. Markets are slow. Let's talk about cooking. I will tell you what I make the best in the world, and you tell me what you make the best in the world. Actually, I have like 2 or 3 things I make the best in the world, but you tell me what you guys make the best in the world. Reservations. Roger, are you a Jewish American princess? I don't think so. So I don't think reservations is the best thing you make in the world, my friend. I think there are a lot of Japs on Long Island that beat you to it, but you can try. Roger says no, 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 no. My wife makes reservations. My wife is the queen of reservations. I don't think my wife even knows how to turn on a stove, much less cook a meal. Forex Blues, can you join the trade? What do you mean by join the trade? It's too late. I'm already done with a trade. Do you want to join my trading community? Absolutely. Let me give you the link for how you can get all of my indicators and everything else right over here. Actually, I'm going to give you 2 links. There's 2 ways. If you're a U.S. citizen, you have to use a payment link. If you're a non-U.S. citizen, you could actually join my community, get my indicators, and get everything done. Initially, you can to just get the indicators $500 to join my community and get everything, all my coaching, everything else. It's $4,500. Whatever you want to do, deposit the money into our friends at ACAP. If you don't have a U.S. passport, you're very lucky because you can essentially get it for free. Open an account and you get everything we do for free. John says his Italian dishes are the best. All right, John, yours against mine. What's your best go-to Italian dish? You make a mean pizza. Pizza is not cooking. That's baking. And I am not a baker. You know what they say? Cooking is an art, baking is a science. So I have respect for you if you can bake pizza. Who knows what pasta puttanesca is? Anybody know what that is? Oh, looks like we're done on the US 30, guys. Check this out. US 30 is also done. That trade got done nicely. So we're actually up like $200 for the day already. Nice. Good job on us. All right, so I am the king of pasta puttanesca. Alfredo is, if I want to have a heart attack. If you're broke, you shouldn't be in this room, my friend. Go make some money and come back and trade with us. Okay? It ain't for broke. This room's for people who have money that they can afford to trade in the market. I don't want anybody who's hard pressed for money to be trading here. Okay, my number 2 dish that I make better than anybody else is schnitzel, chicken schnitzel, not veal schnitzel, which is like disgusting, but chicken schnitzel. I'll tell you a little story. My son, who's a tiny little boy of 6'3", 210 pounds, looks like Kelsey. What's his name? Trevor Kelsey, whatever his name is. The tight end. It pretty much matches him in size. He was in high school, and when he was in high school, he lived with me in New York. I bought a family pack. I don't know if you know what a family pack in America is. It's, I think, 18 chicken breasts, right? Or chicken, fillets, whatever. And I'm like, oh, I want to make this. Will be like good for 2 or 3 days. I'm going to make the whole thing. So like 2 hours on the stove. I make all the chicken schnitzel, a huge ass plate. I put it down. It's actually Asia trade. So I leave the kitchen table. I go look at trades. Look, we're setting up again, by the way, guys, blue to red in US 30, buck 34 on the clock. If this holds as a red dot, we'll go again. I come back like half an hour later and I'm like, the whole plate is empty. I go, what happened to the chicken? He ate the whole family pack. That is, only teenage boys could do that. Even I was just completely flabbergasted. But yeah, good old days. He's still a beast, And of course, I'm in Jersey. It's summertime almost. My daughter is almost done with school, so it's going to be barbecue season. I am totally psyched for that. By the way, should we have a conversation about what's a good hamburger and my own pet peeves? Let's do that too. I'm watching US 30 here, guys. We got 27 seconds left, and this thing is a flaming sell right now on the charts. You see how it's giving us really a lot of momentum to the downside. Now, the only problem with the kind of swan dive patterns like this, that's why I'm going to trade it pretty small, is that sometimes, this is kind of like the whole move is exhausted in these two trades, but we're going to go with it. Reset, we're going to sell it. We're short 30 was 72 is our take profit. 73 basically is our take profit. So short 83, looking for 73. Let's see if we get any more continuity on US 30 because this is fresh lows actually. Markets are, I thought the markets are kind of getting a little bit negative. US Nasdaq is also giving us a signal. Actually, we can go to Nasdaq too. Let's see if we can do a little bit of a Nasdaq trade here too. It will sell the Nasdaq. All right, cool. So we're short both Dow and Nasdaq. They could easily bounce. Like this is one of those, as I said, that's why you trade this particular setup pretty small. The bigger, what you want ideally, the other thing I was going to tell you, what you want ideally is short, stubby candles. This is one of those kind of nuanced things that you pick up in the setup that really, makes you understand when you want to press it and when you want to just be coming in small on the size. The shorter the stubbier the candles, but slope negative, all giving you all the signals, the more explosive possibility there's to the downside. The more explosion there is within the candle, you shot your load here. There's not much left here. Not much left, right? So you have to be mindful of the fact that almost all the profit got kind of pushed through here in these two momentum candles. And what you're hoping for is just, the last tinkle of the move. Oh, wow. You make your own pasta. That's great. Chicken cavatelli is good. So my view on the classic hamburger, okay? What is a great hamburger? No lettuce, no tomato, no bullshit. Just really, really beautiful 80-20, meat. By the way, just kind of, we're watching this. The trend is to the downside, but this is a very clean, good-looking counter trend signal. So we're going to take this counter trend signal because it's a white-green signal. If it holds, it's got to hold. I'm not holding my breath, but if it still looks good on the close, we'll take it because it's really worthwhile trading it the other way. Because generally, what I was going to tell you is that when you have these big explosive moves to the downside, if they don't have any continuity, they're going to go the other way. That means the sellers are done. They got nothing left in the gas. and they're kind of exhausted. And so there's a potential here for a little bit of a V-shaped recovery. So we'll trade it the other way. And the beautiful thing, of course, with trading CFDs is we can trade both sides of the market, no problem. No problem, right? So reset this, and we'll go the other way. If this thing stays green. So I'm watching this 51 seconds. Anyways, onions inside the meat, so they kind of melt when you cook it. And my absolute no compromise, cheddar cheese, not American cheese. If you really want sharp cheddar cheese, all you need is great beef, onions, cheddar cheese, brioche bun, you're ready to go. "12 seconds, green dots. We're going to go long on this thing. If it stays, we got to make sure that it stays. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, long. All right, so we are long on NAS at 20. 25 is a target. Let's see if we can make 25 on this move here. See if we can make that move to 25. But anyways, I promise you, you have one of my burgers, you will not need anything else. And it's got to be, most important part, charcoal grill. If you're on a gas grill, you're a pussy. Charcoal grill, hamburger, cheddar cheese, brioche bun. Who wants to come over for a barbecue this summer? maybe one of these summer evenings when it's like really hot, I'll just trade from the backyard, and we'll just. I think you can do like a multiple camera setup, and I'll just show you the beauty of New Jersey. John says that students next door left a Weber 3 burner. That's all he needs. That's nice. That's nice. So on the burger front, 80-20 bacon. Yeah, no bacon for me, but caramelized onion cheddar, yeah. Okay. If you use sharp cheddar, it has enough salt in it to kind of give you, the proper taste. But that's very legitimate trade. Yes, everybody can come over to my house for a barbecue. It's a standing offer here. So watching the NAS here, we're looking for 25 on NAS. Let's see if we get any kind of push here. How's it looking on the charts? A little lame. So we traded the short. It kind of died. We're trying to trade the V-shaped recovery. It's going to be interesting to see who do you think is going to win the Bulls or the Bears. I don't have a strong opinion, but I'm kind of thinking the Bears, for now at least, the Bears look like they're. The Bulls look like they're in a little bit better shape. But if they can just pop the highs of this candle, they're going to pop it higher. But frankly, it's just. Where are you, John? Where are you coming from? Did I make you hungry, Hunter? Nice. Oneonta. Oh, you're like upstate. Oh, yeah, absolutely. All right, where are we? 218. Oh man, this is like watching paint dry today. We're just not moving. But we need to be like. Let me show you right over here. Alt H. Right? Why is this not working? There we go. around 25. This is the target for us on Nasdaq. What's gold doing with itself? I haven't looked at gold. Um, oh wow, this is interesting. So gold actually had another buy signal, but then it kind of really muted itself with that little red candle, which I don't like. But well, maybe we'll take a small position. Let's do a small. This is still kind of a legit, mildly legit gold trade. So maybe we'll take a small buy on the gold. We'll see how everything plays out. How did you lose that one in gold? Because I don't think did it retrace that much. So if you were long here, the trade is here, 64.62. Your stop is 60, and it only went down to 63. So you must be making very tight stops. Because if you're trading the setup like this, you'd just be, you'd be trading this entry, 64.31, 60.31 as a stop, and 65.31 would be the target. It'd be like around here, like somewhere around here. That would be your target. But gold, yeah, you're right. I mean, gold is kind of dying on the vine here a little bit. Nasdaq not doing much, but kind of holding. Let's see if our pop and wop has any impact. And US 30 also just very quiet. You know what I wanted to see? I'm actually really curious because obviously I never, as a US customer, we're always trading the S&P, not US 30. But how would this have, this is what I was kind of telling you guys. I want to tell you something interesting, guys. First of all, I have some really good news or some fun news. Friday, we're going to trade live, not VIP. We're going to trade live. We're going to create a new thing on Fridays as much as I can. It's going to be, guest trader Friday. And this week I have a really interesting special guest, a lady named Rebecca. She's actually a stay-at-home mom. She runs like 20 prop accounts. And we can just talk a little bit. She's a regular, retail trader. So her story is going to be very interesting. And hopefully you guys will really enjoy it. So we're gonna try and I'm gonna do guest spots every Friday, and you guys get to ask them any questions you like. She's an expert at copy trading, which is something we don't do. So for those of you who are interested in it, she'll be able to answer almost all the questions because she copy trades for almost every major prop firm. So hopefully you guys will really enjoy it. See, Tom, I think you may be finding you're really like Tom. I get a feeling you don't like large stops, so you may be one of those traders that just has small stops, and not as many winners. But as long as the winners are bigger than the stops, you're going to be way ahead. You can also obviously alter it with size. You can alter it with structure and size. So find your rhythm. It sounds like you're finding your rhythm to the best of your ability. So here's what I was going to say is, let's say from 10 o'clock onward, right? You have, okay, so there you go. You got to know what you hate and try to minimize that. So if we start at 10 o'clock and I'm just sort of trading white to green, let's see, this is 420, 83. Maybe this survived it. Boom. One winner. This is a loser. Counter trend. This is a loser. 40.50. Yeah, boy. US 30. This is a loser. This was a loser. 40.48. Not working. US 30, man. Not instrument for continuity today. So we just kind of really died and didn't really go further. Wow, it's really interesting. The counter trend trades all worked, however. So if you were trading, but blue, red. This is working. So then it finally starts to work here, work here. Basically, this is a thing about US 30 that I find a lot. Um, because of the nature of the instrument, it will have big moves, but then they just stop. And that's the worst kind of a thing for us because we need continuity. We need movement. Oh wow, Nasdaq feels like it's finally picking up steam. We need to see 25 on Nasdaq. Where's Nasdaq now? Oh, something get done. Was that gold? Yeah, it looks like gold got done. The gold trade got done, which is nice. And now we're looking for Nasdaq. We just need to make spread 25.36. Let's see if that does it. 23. Oh, this is the short Nasdaq. I want to go long Nasdaq. Oh wow. Okay. 25. Come on, 25. 25. What is it? 25.36. So it's got to be like 26 on the offer. Let's see if this moves. Ah, wow. $24, 25. It's got to be 26 on the offer. Ah, it's interesting. John says that he's, oops. What was the new platform? Do you mean you were still trading futures, but just on a different platform? You were trading on TradingView, and now you're trading on wealth charts? Yeah, it takes a little while to get used to that platform. All right, I'm watching this. Come on. That's going to torture us up and down. Yeah. Really, really quiet. Obviously, if we were trading futures, this would have been done. But on the other hand, if we're trading futures, we're paying commissions. Trading CFDs, we're not. So there you go. Oh, you're trading spot. Oh, you're trading spot. Wow, you were trading spot and you were actually at 82%. And with futures, you're at 68%. Wow. That's really interesting because it's much, much harder to, in my opinion, because you see how I'm struggling just to make spread, right? It was 25 several times, but because I could make bid ask, didn't get my trade done. Whereas if I was on the future side, that would have been done long ago. Oh, we're having a pretty good day here. 203 to the good. Just trying to see if I can wrap up these these trades one way or the other. Ah, good for you. So let's do one poll before we go. I'm just curious here. In Asia, oops. What do you trade most? I'm going to give you three choices. Let me know. I'm curious. I just put up the poll. What do you trade the most in Asia? Gold, US 30, or NASDAQ? NASDAQ just turning really, really negative. Boom, boom, boom. Everything goes out. So the positive NASDAQ turned on me, very, very ugly. On the other hand, the US 30 got done, which is great. So we lost a little bit, but we're still up very, very nice for the day. We actually, let me see if I have one more trade in me. Actually, no, I don't have anything. So see how NASDAQ just died on the vine over here, which is fine. That happens. US 30 also died, but not much. And the best trade right now is gold for us. Gold actually is setting up again. See that? White, green, one last gold trade. Let's give it a shot. If this holds, we'll see if gold wants to break out. It seems like there's not even a contest that the only trade to do in Asia is gold, which I kind of agree. And that's, by the way, a really interesting point. Like, that's such a good question. What time of the day? Oops, let me get into gold. Hang on a second. Gold. We said buy. Okay, long gold. 70.50 is my target. Let's see if gold wants to give us a little more juice. 70.50 is my target. 70.50. Let's see if it wants to run. Needs to be 70.75 on the offer. I got to beat the spread. Yes, the guest stream, of course, will be on YouTube. Absolutely. Yes, I'll put up the link. On Friday or maybe tomorrow. My gold is had all this juice and it just missed my target. And unfortunately, I got to run. Well, I got 5 minutes. I'll hang with you. But Francisco says you can't trade gold, but you can trade gold futures. Same thing. We trade gold all the time. Oh, John doesn't like trading gold. But yeah, I mean, so what I was going to say is know which instrument to trade what hour. Gold, obviously, generally a really, really good trade in Asia. Whether this trade works or not, it doesn't matter because there's going to be 1,000 trades that will work. Always the story. The trade that doesn't work, where it doesn't work, is what I was actually showing you, which is US 30 in lunch hour. The Dow during the lunch hour is probably the worst trade. This is kind of lunch hour, and you see a whole bunch of just non-continuity trades, right over here. Sorry, where was I? Where did I see this? This died. Yeah, sort of like if European close, basically 11 to like 1 o'clock. You really don't have a lot of continuity. Then at around 1 o'clock, you start to pick up movements one way, and then it just actually creates a really, really strong move the other way, and then you can trade it for the rest of the day. Just to show you, I can go back. This is Wednesday, and go back to Tuesday. Pretty sure that the signature is going to be very much the same. You see how choppy it is, 11 to 12 to 1 o'clock, right? Kind of really doesn't open up. And then after 1 o'clock, we have a nice clean move. You do have some moves here at around 12:45, 12:30. I would say probably like the thing you want to avoid is 11 to 12:30, right? 11, 12:30 in US 30 is just not a trade you want to do, right? Okay, guys, I got to run. It's been a lot of fun. Had a nice night with $1.50 on the trade. There's still more trades to do. Gold's still probably going to give you like the best signals down the road. Have a good night. I will see everybody tomorrow for US session, and I'll see everybody for Friday for a special session. Everybody enjoy. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great night. Bye-bye.